Everything I do starts with words. I'll write the limerick firstly. I'll decide on a kind of symbol or object that represents the verse.
Tullie House Museum wrote a manifesto in 2016 with the aim of connecting the museum to the community, making the museum more aware of contemporary issues and issues that are important to the community. One of those issues is about being relevant, and so it's very important to us that we're seen as having a voice and representing the community. Our collections are strong in many areas, but natural sciences are particularly strong. It's a designated collection, and those collections tell the story of the loss of biodiversity over many decades. So it's really important in terms of climate change, and it's very important for us to use our collections to open debate and to deal with topical issues. So the acquisition of this Angry Dan piece of artwork is really important to emphasising that point, and it will be useful in future generations to show the stance that we were taking at that particular time.
This is the first bit of street art that Tullie House have commissioned, a piece of art that's been made in the building. We're really excited about it, and it's a brand new thing for us. The artwork will stay a piece of temporary, changeable artwork because it will be painted over at the end of the exhibition. Just like street art as itself is temporary and ever-changing, we're kind of capturing that moment by making this video rather than keeping the artwork itself as a static piece.
For Blackwall Assassins to have this piece accessioned to the permanent collection is a really big deal. Street art being transient and this being a moment in time which is going to be captured permanently is a really special thing. Dan's style of artwork I think is really accessible for Once Upon a Planet. Visually it's very easy to engage with, and the limerick form is great for young and old people to get a message across without being too preachy. I think it really fits the theme of the exhibition and the message that it wants to convey to the people who come.
What this exhibition has highlighted for me, really what we're talking about is millions and millions of individual tragedies of species that have already gone extinct and continue to do so. Even in a space as relatively small as Cumbria, we see that there are all of these species that are under threat.
Hello everyone, my name's Dan, I'm an artist, I'm a painter, and I'm painting this mural at Tullie House this week. We're going to do some limerick writing, some workshops. I think I've painted about 75 murals. I've written something like 500 limericks, and I've probably illustrated about 250. But there's about 100 or so that I really like. Anyone else not PE? Go on. Literacy, so English. Oh, how I adore a good word, whether written, read, spoken or heard, slang or vernacular, blunt or spectacular, reasoned or downright absurd. There you go. Anyone else? And that's it, yeah, thanks for having me.
It's important that Carlisle has a voice and represents its community. Street art is a really strong way for people who are not necessarily connected and engaged and have that voice to be able to say something. There's a certain synergy between young people in particular having a voice in Carlisle, and Tullie House plays a very important part in that community voice and that role.